This is MJ and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to discuss on how to become a intern trainee in Japan. Paano nga ba? Let's see. Paano nga ba? So guys, samahan niyo ako at click. Samahan? Ano? Mag-boyfriend ba tayo? Ano? Mag-boyfriend ba tayo? Hindi. Take two. So guys, keep on watching. Okay? Ano nga ba ang intern trainee? Sa pagkakaalam ko, ang intern trainee ay ang tawag sa mga tao gustong magtrabaho sa Japan. Ito ay isang programa na ini-offer ng Japan government sa mga taong gustong magtrabaho sa kanila. Okay? Ay, nako. Search nyo na lang sa Google, okay? Ano nga ba yung mga trabaho ini-offer nila? Mga trabaho na ini-offer nila is laundry, baker, carpenter, constructions, food processor, at iba pa. So, depende yan sa agency na pinuntahan ninyo. Okay? Saan ba pwedeng mag-apply? Good question. Sa vlog na to ay tuturuan ko kayo kung saang agency pwede kayong mag-apply. I know 3 agencies. 2 in Cebu and 1 in Manila. I'll discuss every process sa bawat agency. Simulan na natin! Agency 1 ay si Rakdais Japanese Language Training Center. They are located here in Cebu. Actually, this is my agency. You know, I was in Japan way back December 2015 until January 2016. Yeah. How much is the salary? Well, secret! Secret lang yan. Actually, yung salary is depende sa company at syempre sa location. Sa location kung saan kayo na-assign. Yun. Pumunta ka sa office nila and they will give you a paper test exam. Physical exam ka rin nila, like yung site exam, like tulad nito, yung anong tawag nito? Yung ganito ba? Yung ganyan, tingin ka sa malayo, tapos may mga letters na babasahin, tapos ganito naman, yun yung exam na ikakandak nila. After that, bibigyan ka nila ng list of requirements. Dapat mo i-comply yan. Once okay na, bumalik ka sa office at isubmit mo yun for line up interview. Kung may bagong open na job, ila-line up ka nila for interview. Okay? So, once you pass the interview, you will have to undergo medical if fit to work ka pa o hindi. Okay. Once okay naman yung medical mo, so start ka na ng schooling. Schooling mo is, depende sa employer mo. Once yung in-applyan mo is urgent hiring sila, so yung schooling mo is may 1 month at may 1 month schooling lang, may 2 months, may 3 months. Next naman tayo is sa agency number 2. Yung agency number 2. Si Golden Gateways. Same lang ba ang process ng pag-apply sa Rakdais at Golden Gateways? Medyo same, medyo may kaibahan din. Okay? Unang-una, yung process dito sa Golden Gateways is pupunta ka doon sa kanila at mag-i-inquire ka. Okay? And then, bibigyan ka rin nila ng list of requirements. Yung pinaka-hinahanap talaga nila na list of requirements is yung endorsement tsaka yung certificate of employment.
Once you've completed all the requirements, pwede mo na siyang isubmit for lined up. 3 weeks before the interview, you are required to to go to the office every week because they're going to brief you or give you guidelines on how to pass the interview. Once you pass the interview, medical ulit, okay? If you are fit to work na. And then, if you are fit to work, then that's the time that you're going to do the schooling na, okay? The third agency is located in Las Piñas, Manila, which is the Prudential Employment Agency. Go to their office and submit your resume and take the paper test exam. Once you pass the exam, ay required kang magpa-medical for lined up interview. Once you pass the interview naman, you have to undergo another medical to see if you are fit to work. And once you pass the medical, you are now going to mag-start ka ng mag-schooling ng Japanese. Sa Prudential, maximum duration ng schooling nila is 4 months. Okay, within 4 months ay nihintay mo ma-approve ang iyong visa. Pag lumampas na ng 4 months na hindi pa din dumating yung visa mo, wait ka na lang para ma-release yung visa. After ma-release na yung visa mo or ma-approve na yung visa, you're going to undergo another medical. First and second medical is shouldered by the applicant. The final medical ay shoulder yun ng company. Okay? Ano nga ba ang mga requirements nila? For example, ina-applyan mo is baker. So, hinahanapan ka nila ng Certificate of Employment, DTI, at syempre, hinahanap din nila yung mga pictures na nag-show na ikaw ay talagang baker. Okay?
May bisita tayo! Nagising na ang ating bisita! Hi guys! So, my advice po, ang pag-apply po kasi ng Japan, medyo magastos. Although, yung schooling naman niya is free, okay? Walang bayad yung schooling nila. Medyo malaki nga lang yung bayad mo dun sa medical. Kasi twice mo yung gagawin. For interview and after interview. Aside from the medical, is yung transportation and food expenses mo. So, kailangan mag-ipon bago ka mag-apply ng Japan. Paano nga ba kung hindi makapasa sa interview? Ang ginagawa kasi ng mga agency, pag hindi ka nakapasa sa interview, kunyari, hindi ka nakapasa sa interview, ginagawa nila is, nila-line up ka nila sa another job. Example, hindi ka makapasa sa interview. So, ang ginagawa nila is, they will line you up to another job vacancy. Kung hindi kayo matanggap sa unang interview, huwag kayong mag-alala. Kasi, may another interview naman. May another interview hanggang sa matanggap ka. Paano kung gusto kong mag-apply ng 3 years? Tapos, 1 year lang yung available. Halimbawa, dun sa agency na pinuntahan mo is need nila ng 1 year baker. Tapos, ayaw mo. O kasi, gusto mo 3 years. So, walang problema yan. I-submit mo pa rin yung mga requirements mo. Tapos, pa-line up ka dun sa 3 years. Kung kailan available yung 3 years. Hindi mo nga lang alam kung kailan magkaka-available yung 3 years. So, ang advice ko dito is, take the opportunity while nandun siya. Kasi hindi mo naman alam kung makakapasa ka o hindi. Kung makakapasa ka sa interview or not. If you pass the interview, lucky for you. Okay guys! Hope may natutunan kayo sa ating vlog ngayon. If you have questions, just comment down below and I'll try my best to answer all of your questions. Okay? If you're new to my channel, just don't forget to subscribe and click like and share. See ya!